Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So if you don't want any USB devices or storage devices on your system, you can block the USB ports on your computer, in case you're unaware. So just a quick video to show you how you can block USB devices on Windows 10 and Windows 11. And you can follow the steps in this video for both operating systems. So if you're asking why would you want to block any USB devices and their relevant ports, well, as you may well know, USB devices can be used to deliver malware. It can also help to prevent unwanted data transfers. And if you don't want to use any USB devices with your machine, maybe it's got a special use case scenario, then you can also keep the ports disabled. Now, for this video, we're just going to use the device manager. I think that is the simplest on both operating systems. And to get to the device manager, the simplest would be is just to right click on your start menu and click on device manager. And this will open up the legacy device manager, which is actually found in the control panel on both operating systems. Now, what we are looking for in the device manager to disable USB devices and ports is universal serial bus controllers. So you would just expand that, and here you'll see your different USB devices and ports. And this is where we're going to focus on today. Now, if you want to disable all the USB ports, what you would do is you would right click on each entry and you would click disable device. Now, I'm not going to do that for this video because I've obviously got recording equipment running and I need stuff to record this video, but you get the idea. You would click on disable device, follow the prompts, and then that will be a quick process to disable the device. And you can do that for each of these different USB ports in the device manager if you want to block all USB devices. But just take note that this will turn off your USB-enabled mouse or keyboards and other peripherals that you might be using. So just keep in mind that this could be a problem if you don't have an alternative way to control your PC set up in advance. And if you want to be more specific, what you can do is, so if you know which entry is pointing towards a certain point and you don't want to disable all of your ports, what you can do is just right-click on that relevant one, and the same applies, disable device. Now, if you don't know which of these entries is actually pointing to which port, it may take a couple of minutes, but what I would suggest is turn off one of these entries and then head to your USB devices and see which one is not working. And that will be a quick way to isolate, if you don't know where these are actually pointing to isolate which USB port it's actually going to turn off. And then something else you can do is, if you want to kind of more in-depth list, what you can do is you can head up to view, show hidden devices, and yeah, you've got the hidden devices, but most of these hidden devices are actually devices that have been uninstalled or you're no longer using. And as an example, just on another side note, because this is quite a common failure and error, device descriptor request failed. That's quite a common issue with USB devices and ports on Windows, and I have posted a whole video how to fix unknown USB device descriptor request failed error on your Windows PC, and I'll leave that video linked down below and in the end screen, just on a quick side note. So if you're wanting to disable any USB ports, that would be the simplest, I would suggest, how you do it on Windows 10 and Windows 11. And if you want to enable the ports once again, what you would do is just follow the steps in this video, come back to the relevant ports that you have disabled, and what you would do is just right click on that, and instead of disable device, you will see enable device. Click on there and that will get the job done. And what I would suggest, though, once you have disabled or enabled any of these entries pointing to USB ports and USB devices, I would suggest, just as a kind of a safety net, restart your computer just to double check that everything is running smoothly after you have disabled or enabled any USB peripheral on your system using the device manager. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.